Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ghost Recon Wildlands Open Beta Let's Play. My name is Sir Kibble2. Last video, we raided a church, taken over by a bunch of Santa Blanca folk. Then we questioned a guy trying to get more details on La Yuri and El Polito. Now it's time to go into the Forward Operating Base Armadillo and get some stuff done. I don't know who just spotted me. Who the frick just spotted? Oh, that's who it was. And they just drive away.
Looks like they're feeling froggy.
They're feeling froggy, but they drove away. So, if you saw on the mini-map on the bottom, whenever you're spotted or anything like that, it glows around the side, and once you're safe, it becomes clear. Apparently, while we were on that mission yesterday, somehow the rebels, got in a traffic jam.
No need to stress these people. We got hostiles. Down.
Buckle up, people.
So, this is Ubisoft AI at its finest.
Bundles of fur, curious and afraid, as they faced the dusty wind of the desert.
This is El Sueño talking on the radio.
And smiled, tongue wagging. Then he turned to the pups, and he ate them. He swallowed them whole as the Titan Cronus ate his children, the gods.
What is
After
this?
the bloodless slaughter, the coyote lay down on his side, his belly engorged with the meal of his offspring. Finally, the coyote whimpered, and his stomach burst. And out of his carcass crawled the coyote's progeny. They were no longer pups now, but full-grown coyotes. Covered in viscera, they turned their snouts to the moon and howled their song, ready for the hunt.
Like, I can't tell if this is supposed to be something creepy because it's night. Like Ghost Stories by El Sueño. Now, El Sueño is the top guy. And he's on the radio, just, doing his thing. Talking about coyotes and stuff like that. That is the reach of Santa Blanca. Sorry. And now back to our regularly scheduled Bolivian pop music. So if you're hopping into this Let's Play on this particular video for the first time, know that this is the open beta version of the game. I'm using the open beta because I want people to be able to get to know the game as much as possible if they don't have it. And I want you to be able to enjoy it without any major spoilers or concern for major spoilers. The trend of some Let's Players is to upload footage right away as they're playing it, trying to be first, and I get that, but, I want to respect those who don't want heavy spoilers, if any of this is actually considered spoilers at all. So we're on the hunt for our first members, La Yuri and El Polito. These two are medics who know how to induce torture and keep people alive while doing it. Now, if you've been a part of this Let's Play since the beginning, you know driving is very important. The vehicles are very important because this world is big. It is, without question, the biggest world Ubisoft has created. So driving is essential. It's not like Assassin's Creed where you could actually run across the world and get to where you need to go. In this game, you have to use vehicles if you want to get to a destination at a decent time. Now, I'm taking the road as is, just so I can show the map and everything that happens on the road as it happens, instead of, just crossing terrain, which I could do, which you will see something extremely ridiculous much later on. That's why I'm constantly driving. So wouldn't taking down La Yuri and El Polito be a big blow to your operation? Like, that's what I feel like, since we're destroying the torturers first, right? If you're in the business of torturing people and getting whatever you want out of them or just doing it for the heck of it, I figure these are not people you want going very quickly. Definitely not first. Imagine if you captured one of the ghosts. You could torture them, scar them for life at least. Something. Same thing with any other American, right? Like, I would not. Now, of course, we get the option to choose who we go after first. Of course, in the open beta, you only have 2 provinces you can go to. But I feel like La Yuri and El Polito, like, those you would not want. Those are 2 people you wouldn't want to go first. And that's kind of the problem with these open world games. It doesn't leave much room for nuance in the story. There can't be big twisting narratives and all this because you can do anything in any order. And that's great from a gameplay standpoint, but it makes the story suffer. And we've had all our complaints about a story that's there just to give a reason to do something for the player, right?
Sniper, top of the tower.
So this is the Forward Operating Base Armadillo. There's some more intel we need to gather. And we have to do it from in here. Now this is a Unidad base. This isn't necessarily Santa Blanca, but these are people who are on basically the payroll of Santa Blanca at this point. You can recruit these guys to be on your side eventually. And I am missing, like, dear Lord, I can't. There we go. God.
Watch your step. These guys know something's up.
Yeah, after I missed 3 freak shots, I think I was hitting the wall. I think I thought he was standing outside, but I think he was inside, so it's hitting the wall.
They're coming right at us.
Now, sniping is pretty straightforward. I mean, it's pretty much aim and fire, but there is some bullet drop, so you do have to make amends for that.
That's it, we're clear. Okay, this is the Unidad Fire Base. We're looking for the captain who's in contact with Yuri and Polito. We need the target alive.
Roger that. Well.
We're out of the cage.
You see on the minimap there, they are moving and coming for me. Somehow I am pretty slow.
I'm opening fire. Grenade! Watch out!
He's dead.
Take cover.
So the reason why they found me so quick is they suspected me. And similar, you remember Splinter Cell Conviction, I'm sure, where if you were spotted and you moved, you know, it kind of left a shadow of where you were before. This game does something very similar, except your shadow actually isn't seen. So just know, if they're onto you, they kind of already know where you're at. And I'm playing on normal, so this isn't a higher difficulty type of thing. This is just the way the AI works. Should have took out the other guy first. But I'm just gonna funnel him through. The gate's right up ahead of me.
Drone is up.
If you're moving and shooting, it does not work very well. So as much as the Unidad patrol is on alert, I am in the Unidad base. So I would imagine they'd be on patrol anyway. So you look on the minimap, it's red. That means they're on alert, right?
I got a third.
Trying to find everybody, so it's just easier to deal with them as they come out.
Say the word. That's one down.
Grenade, move!
This dude is taking a bunch of bullets. So watch how my guys come in, they save me, and they just rip everybody apart.
Enemy killed.
Usually the AI doesn't do that, but whenever you go down, all of a sudden they just turn it up. The nice thing about being able to use the drone and things like that is you could probably, at least in the beginning, kill most if not all the enemies before you even infiltrate the base, because if you get their attention, they'll just funnel out eventually. I gotta find this intel. I don't think this was it.
This has details on a cartel supply chopper, loaded and ready to roll. Sounds like something that would really lend the rebels a hand.
So that's kind of the towers in Watch Dogs or Assassin's Creed. They're now small computer terminals, and whenever you access one, you have the option of doing one of 3 things to unlock on the map.
Here we go.
These side missions unlock, and then you go to those points on the map, and you can get your side missions finished and get skill points, rebel support, things like that. So it's a different kind of map management too, because you don't have to ever open up anything. You could open up one thing every time. You could go for all skill points if you want. You could go for all rebel support if you want. You could go for convoys if you want. So it's kind of like its own in-game icon map management type of thing, right? Because you know Ubisoft always adds a million things to their map. Hola, Cola. There you go. Hello, Cola. Found him.
Easy. Camine.
What the hell is this?
How's it going?
Mierda. You may as well kill me now. I'm not talking, carajo.
Well, that's your choice. But with a pair of sick fucks like Yuri and Polito, one day that might be you hanging from their ceiling. You can't trust them. It would be a relief if I took them out of your life.
Look, I'm not a snitch, but let's just say, yeah, they freak me out. The thing is, they're not even in Itaqua.
So call them back to Itaqua. Tell them you've got a package ready.
Oye, Polito. I got a lamb ready for delivery. Un borrego. Vale.
Alright, I mean, that was pretty simple. Apparently, he already knew how to get into this guy's head. Oh, this guy, he's afraid of La Yuri and El Polito.
How's it going, fuckstick?
Like, are all these people afraid of him? I don't think so. But apparently this guy was, and he knew exactly what to do. Kind of strange, in my opinion. Maybe he just took a guess and got it right on. So this is what I was... Ooh, the frick was that? See if I can hit this guy from here. Oh!
Estamos enviándole unidades blindadas para que les brinden apoyo. Resistan.
Try to get my guy to sink shot. See if that works a little better. Oh,
He's history.
Estamos dentro. A todas
quicker.
las unidades, comiencen el ataque. El reporte.
Alright, so that didn't work out too well. Now I've alerted the Unidad. But most, if not everybody in the base is dead. So this works out really well. But now I have to escape. Oh my god. They're all surrounding the outside. So I gotta figure out another way out. They don't see me from over there, so that's the nice thing. I think the best way to do it is probably grab a vehicle, but I don't know if there is one. But while I'm here, It's a good thing to tag supplies. So when you find these green markers on the map, that's stuff you can tag for the rebels. You find supplies, you grab them, grab some for your own, and you tag them so that the rebels come and they have supplies of their own. And the only significance I found of tagging items is that you need them to upgrade your skill tree. Because it's not enough just to have skill points, you also need to have items tagged. You need supplies for certain skill points. Or I will say certain supplies for certain skill points. So basically, anytime you see those green markers, just go tag the items. It's a little tedious, but it's worth it when you have so many supplies. You don't even have to worry about if you have enough supplies. Just go get them. The only thing you'll have to be concerned about is if you have enough skill points. That's it. Throughout the game, you can find these little documents. Sheds some light on the story a little bit more. I don't find them to be that interesting.
Back to Itaqua. All we need to do is find out exactly where the hell they're gonna be. Unidad standing down. We're good to go. There's a weapons case over here.
So managed to be here for so long that it's daytime. Look at that. There's a decently long day and night cycle on here. I think it lasts long enough to be reasonable. Because sometimes it's better to infiltrate bases at night like I just did with this one. I don't think there was any particular advantage for this base. But even still, sometimes it's night and it's raining and it's foggy and all this other stuff. And it's easier to infiltrate. Granted, it also is a little bit harder for you to see. So that's something you also have to keep in mind. During the day, less shadows to walk through. You got to be able to use the shadows to keep yourself stealthy, if that's what you want. So there is some advantage to night. It's not just an aesthetic thing. I'm not sure what the purpose was of freeing these guys, but I'm sure there's some benefit. I don't know if I can recruit these guys. This part was never really clear to me, but it showed up on the map, and so I, freed them. So there we go. Anyway, the search for La Yuri and El Polito continues. Now that we got them to come to Itaqua in the near future, hopefully we'll be that much closer to getting them. So in the next episode, we'll continue that hunt. See you there.